You know that Doobie Brothers song? Oh, listen to the music. Oh, and I don't know why that popped in my head thinking about Torre. And I guess the reason why that popped in my head is because I want to know what kind of music is playing in his head. That is going over. He's like, oh my gosh, I have nearly 20 years of criticizing black men. Uh, I've talked about Michael Jackson, Tupac, Chris Brown, Bobby Brown, and O.J. Simpson, and now Bill Cosby, and Tavis Smiley, and Jamie Foxx, and Todd Bridges. I can go on. This brother had an opinion about all of them. This brother went on various shows. Did y'all sit there and talk about Cosby doing a pound cake speech? Cosby did his speech in front of black folk. Torre threw that back out there like Michael Eric Dyson. He was lecturing black people about how to act and how to carry himself, but he was doing such things. Cosby, if he was cheating on his wife or effing around, he wasn't putting it on Front Street. Look how long this stuff that took to come out allegedly about Bill Cosby. For 20-something years, Torre has abused his privilege as a black journalist to go out there and ingratiate himself with the so-called dominant. And he did it with the help of some of our brothers and sisters, mostly sisters in Hollywood, or the entertainment is how you want to describe it. When I heard about this, I said, God don't like ugly. Maybe God said, okay, enough is enough. The other day, he's in a documentary with John Legend, Nelson George, and a few other black men talking about R. Kelly. We know of R. Kelly past, or what we know of his past, I should say. And y'all are relitigating his past, just like they done with O.J. Simpson. And you notice gays and white women are pushing this agenda. The other night when they was in Chicago, down by his West Side studio, it was white women with black women chanting, "Black girls matter, black women matter." And you're sitting there saying to them sisters, where were those white women at, or even those black women at when Hoist Call was on trial in CNN, MSNBC, Fox, local news across the country, except in Ohio, where if I believe was in Ohio. If I'm mistaken about if it was in Ohio, now I apologize. It was in Kansas. I can't remember now, but it was in the Midwest part of the country. Okay, none of those friends of y'all, none of that sisterhood, the national organization, women didn't say anything. None of the women in Hollywood say, you didn't hear no Alyssa Milanos, no Rose McGowans, and no Ashley Judd come out and talk about it. You didn't hear no Leah Dunham. You didn't hear no Judd Apatow who said, we got to protect the women. None of them came out. Where were you at? Where were Torre at? Torre didn't come out there and make a big stink about it. Wherever, regardless of what we think or say about Roland Martin, at least on his show, he talked about it. Me, Professor Black Truth, Knowledge Speaks Truth, Mr. Griffin, Chris Miller, Torian Rain, even Tommy Sotomayor. Yes, the one that a lot of people in the community got issue with, even he brought it up. And that's not me judging or saying anything negative or positive against him. I just mentioned his name because everybody likes to say he don't like black women. Think about that for a second. Even the YouTubers that we don't agree with or don't agree with us will say, yo, ain't nobody gonna talk about this cop that's raping all them sisters down there. Here it is, you got Michelle Malcolm leading the charge to declare his name. You had Juju Chang over at ABC, which is a Disney-owned company. Ironically, or not so ironically, Disney-owned company that owned Lifetime was putting out docs about Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. But yeah, you had Juju Chang on 2020, a so-called respectable news program, supposed to be ABC version of what 60 Minutes is, question whether or not these black women were actually raped. And they kept saying, well, they are prostitutes. But they didn't have that tone for Stormy Daniels and the old girl, the posting Playboy who sold their body to Donald Trump, and now want to look like they act like they victims. Where was Touré at when Amber Rose was out there pushing the slut walk? What was the criticism? Oh, we don't need to be criticizing women. They should be able to do what they want, wear what they want, and men need to respect it. And I told y'all about dudes pandering to females like this. Those be the slickest dudes around. That's why I said Dr. Umar Johnson stop, because remember, Umar Johnson, well, we got to protect our black women. And it was black women that went after him. Well, along with Asian and white women. Don't get it twisted. I remember when the attack started on Umar Johnson. It was an Asian writer, then there was a Hispanic writer, there was a Hindu writer, then there were gay writers, and there was white writers that came in, and all of a sudden the sisters started saying, what Umar doing with the money? But guess what? Touré was right there throwing shade. And I had told y'all years ago, I said, watch out for this dude. He's slick. And where he went, you know, I did an interview with R. Kelly. R. Kelly said some crazy things. In the black community, we don't talk about mental illness or pedophilia, blah, 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 blah. And we do talk about it. We don't talk about it on television. See, everybody used to black folks going out there telling our business. We know that's this rumor about an uncle or aunt in the family or a neighbor or somebody that's you doing something inappropriate. And yeah, do we need to confront that a little bit more than what we do? We do. But a lot of people in our community was raised to say, what stays in our house, what goes on in our house, stays in our house. And I get it to a certain degree. But Touré, he climbed up in the ranks and by doing it on the backs of black people, black men in particular. Maybe I am psychic. Maybe I got a third eye. Maybe I'm just aware of my surroundings. And I got to thank my parents for that. And I had to thank my grandparents for instilling that in my parents. And I had to take my great-grandparents, because that comes from a long line of family telling us to think. Am I perfect? By no means am I perfect. But I would never, ever harm one of my people or make a living exploiting my people. Yeah, I know I said in videos, you know, when I'm frustrated with idiots doing stuff in our community, saying, man, I wish I could come up with something to make a ton of money off these foods. Do I really mean that? No. I literally cry when I hear about stories about our people being abused or abusing each other. It hurts, because whether it directly affects you or me, it affects us whether we like it or not. But you got Negroes that took advantage of Dr. King's assassination, and they open a path for other Negroes to say, well, I don't want to go in there to fight for everything. I don't want to be known as the black writer. I don't want to be known as a writer. I don't want to be known as the black critic. I want to just be known as a critic. I don't want to be known as the black teacher. I want to be known as a teacher. Yada, yada, yada. But your race is going, your ethnicity is going to play a part, every time you do something. But as a black, he's 47 years old. You would think he would know better. Touré, you grew up in the 70s and 80s, man. You only a few years older than me, man. You come on, man. Think about you. You got 5 years on me. I mean, just think about this cat. You got a family. They slow. I'm gonna tell you. Let me go back. People were starting to throw shade Touré way when he was mentioning about his financial problems. Go look up. They was talking about his financials. When he was over at MSNBC, when he had that show with Abby Huntsman and Harvey Melville and S.C. Cup and Crystal Ball, there was certain members of the Democratic Party and Bill O'Reilly and them old Fox criticized him. Go back and type it up. I remember. And the first person they went after was Touré. That's why S.C. Cup left MSNBC and ran ass to CNN, because she knew that her career was stalled. Do you see Crystal Ball on TV anymore? Only one that you see regular is Abby, but Abby had to run with the Fox to sort of get to stay on MSNBC offer. Now she's at The View. Harvey Melville was the only one at MSNBC. It's obvious why. I ain't even got to tell you why, just saying his name. And he hasn't done anything to me, but he has reported stories that was one-sided. Think about it. So Torre's the only one out of that group that's still out there functioning, and he's still doing the crap he did back in the 90s. He took pleasure. Y'all remember when they said Bill Cosby, he should go to jail for life. They need to throw away the key. He should be in jail. Remember how he talked about Bill Cosby? But yet, at that same time, or a year prior, he was messing with that woman, talking about anal sex and I wonder how it is to F you and everything. I told y'all, I said, y'all gotta start looking at other channels. Y'all gotta go out and do your research. Because he'll say one thing on MSNBC, then you go to CNN and say another thing. Then he'll be on TV, talk show, daytime talk show like Wendy Wednesday. Yeah, Kanye West is so stupid. Kanye West is the worst. Kanye, he's an idiot. Kanye, what was his mama thing? And when y'all throw out Kanye mama, which y'all basically saying that black man, your mama was to determine how you think. Not your dad, your mama. The black woman always got to be on your back for some reason. See, cats like him, he's slick. So when anything ever happened in that, let me tell you right now, we found this out yesterday. Today is Friday. Will this have legs? Maybe, maybe not. It should have legs. Right now, y'all, those of y'all who live in a certain media market say, you know what, every time I R. Kelly, but everybody gonna talk about Tory, the guy was out there criticizing him, he's accused of sexual harassment. He took pleasure in going after Bill Cosby, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson. Any black man that got in trouble, he went after him. And he just didn't talk about culture. He got into politics too. He sat on panel with Don Lemon. Yeah, Don. Yeah, what's up with these people? But he took joy in seeing an 80-something-year-old man go to jail on hearsay. Well, Cosby, people had to understand, Bill Cosby is an actor. He's not really like Cliff Huxtable. That was a persona he put on. Cosby put that persona, y'all put that persona on him. Y'all was reading to something that Cosby never said he was. He talked about Eddie Murphy. He talked about Eddie Murphy picking up trannies, all kinds of stuff over the years. And just go, I'm serious. Those of us who were old enough to remember when Tory was writing for Vibe back in the 90s knew he was right. How can you say, well, we were just joking, but you was on TV saying no man should be in the workplace joking with women like that. And a lot of us say, eat real. Male and females in the workplace joke and flirt. That's how most people meet each other. But he was pandering. He was telling his white boss, don't worry about me. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm the good one. I'm reliable. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give it to him good. He was making jokes about Derrick Rose even. I mean, whoever was in the news at that point, notice he never criticized Stephen A. Smith. He never criticized Charles Barkley as much. Oh, every now and then he might say, Charles need to be quiet, but then again, yeah, Charles is right. Yes, I'm loving the fact that he got busted, but it proves my point that you guys got to be listening to these people. Just because they look like us don't mean they down with us. Y'all attacking Nate Parker, questioning his blackness. He blacker than this dude. This dude took pleasure in Mr. Cosby going, he need to go to jail. I wonder if Joy Reid going to ignore what happened to Torre tomorrow on her show. If she do, she's full of it. I wonder if Chris Hayes and Rachel Maddow and Lawrence O'Donnell, who have Torre on, they're going to address what happened. I wonder if Don Lemon going to address this. They more than likely they all going to be caught out in their hypocrisy. I remember he used to sit with Tamron Hall. They used to talk about black people, and I'm like, whoa. That's why y'all be talking about Tamron Hall. Like Tamron Hall, excuse my language, she's doable, but she's the same way. Remember, Tamron Hall, Don Lemon, and them worked in Chicago. Lester Holt, Ginger Z, Paula Ferris, Elizabeth Vargas. A lot of people worked into we. So I watched them. So when I told y'all years ago, I said that person is not to be trusted. Watch that person. Listen to what they said. Look how Al Roker and Craig Melville is defending that weatherman who said Martin Luther King. These are the black folk that we've made comfortable by us buying their magazines, buying their CDs, watching their TV shows, news or whatever. And then those brothers and sisters like myself said, did y'all hear what they said? Y'all might want to go back and keep an eye on them. You're jealous. You're just a hater. I'm like, why I'm hating? Every time somebody give a critical opinion don't mean they hate it. Now, if you can prove that I'm wrong, and you can point out like, well, Harvey, you got this wrong. Then I said, oh, my bad. I didn't even know that part. Or you can say, well, you know, he's probably been misinterpreted. I said, well, let me go back and read and listen to what they're saying. But no, this dude been doing this since the 90s. He's been doing this since the 90s. And I sat back and I say to my brothers and sisters, the most powerful thing that we can do, especially as black people, is to observe. There was a time when we had no choice but to observe. That's how we survived. But then when we started moving in certain communities, getting certain things, we thought we arrived. Now we can say and do whatever the hell we want. No. This brother, like many black journalists or so-called journalists, has the power to influence the world with their words. News anchors get on TV. When black folks get in trouble, they shake their head and what was they thinking? But when white folks do something, they don't show no emotion. You sat back there, Torre, and go back, type in Torre, talk about Bill Cosby. Watch all the videos and audio pop up. And when the Cosby's arrested, Bill Cosby needs to be. And remember I did a video talking about. As a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and find that video, and I'm going to put the link up to it. And you go back and watch it and listen to the audio. I hope I remember that. And then you get back and look at the date, and you'll say, "Damn, Harvey called." Because I sat back and I observed. Look, we ain't got to be lockstep on everything, and I think we, as black people, got to be careful. Because sometimes we want to follow each other. Sometimes we follow each other down a dangerous path. I get that, and we have to have some type of discernment. Like I say, every video I do is not 100%. I may pronounce words, I may mix up a date or a name, but usually I'm on point about what I'm talking about. I had predicted that his day would come. I said, may that happen today, may that happen tomorrow, may that happen next week, may that happen next year, but it will come. And when it does, a lot of people are like, damn. A lot of y'all don't watch the TV shows that I watch. I watch stuff that they think black people, and to be honest with you, there are brothers and sisters like myself who don't watch the quote-unquote traditional show. I watch it all. This is why when people have these conversations, I be having conversations and mention these names, people like, I didn't know that. You got to get out and explore the world around you. That's why I love my parents. I mean, my father, he's still here with me. We talk to each other almost every day. Do I always agree with my dad? No. He's an older man now. He's the older man territory. When you get older, you see the world different. It slows down for you. I'm still a young man, so I still got that be able to piss vinegar and got that energy and say, nah, I ain't gonna accept that. And each generation should push back against something that ain't right. But one thing's been consistent, that we got a bunch of handkerchief heads running around here. Malcolm warned us, Mr. Farrakhan, Khalid Muhammad, many of them, and they said, and I would just say they're traitors, but I try not to use that term because a lot of our people mistake brothers and sisters who actually get love, who want to speak the truth to them as anti-black. So you have to be careful. Look how Michael Eric Dyson, Don Lemon, and Torre and them been able to twist Mr. Cosby words from that speech. Look how they Torre and them helped vilify Reverend Jackson. Tell you, type in Torre, all his enemies gonna pop up. And one common thing, destroy another brother. When cats like Torre get on TV on a regular basis, you know they cut some brother neck. They throat. Figuratively, I should say. Because no black man that's going to defend another black man is going to be seen on TV on a regular basis. Dr. Boyce Watkins used to go on when he was on TV, he would speak highly and defend black men. And then when he said, no, you can't come on TV no more, he'd sit there, I don't want to go. And I respect him for that. But then on his channel, he started saying things sideways. I'm like, huh? But then when he realized that, yo, he's still a black man in America, let me ease back on this one. The other day, Dr. Boyce Watkins was talking about John Legend. I wonder if Boyce Watkins is going to talk about Torre if he hasn't already. I know that Professor Black Truth or the Black Authority or other brothers out here may touch on this at some point or indirectly touch on this. But I told y'all in my previous video, I ain't letting this one ride. Because Torre contribute to a lot of the stereotypes and phrases that reverberate throughout the media. And he ain't the only one, but he's the one that's been on TV more frequently than ever. Everything on TV. You know, I wanted to interview R. Kelly when I asked R. Kelly a question. You know, I'm the one that talked to R. Kelly and he couldn't answer the question. I just say, what? It's either yes or no. Is it right or wrong? But you was out there messing with women. You the biggest hypocrite. And I told y'all, there's a good guy, there's a decent guy, there's a bad guy. Torre wasn't a good guy, because good dudes don't do shit like that. He's a decent guy, may look like he's honorable and stuff, but he got some little secrets in the background. He do shit on the sly. The bad guy, he letting you know, I ain't shit. You get with me fine. If you don't, that's on you. But now that we know that Torre was going hard, really hard verbally, Torre might be that bad dude that like, I don't give a damn. But he can't do it. He won't go that far. He want to be able to go into certain nightclubs and restaurants and be on TV. So he had to pretend like I'm decent. I'm respectable. Every now and then he'll put a white shirt and a towel on. He'll put a suit on. See, a good dude, he's going to be honest with you and say, this is what you need to hear. This is what you need to see. But see, y'all paint us as haters and manipulators and stuff, but guess what? I've been on point. Have I said anything in my commentaries that haven't come true? If I was anti-black community, I would do a Torre in them. I could easily do a channel where I can manipulate people or twist people's words and actions around. It ain't that hard because we tend to believe negative crap before we believe positive crap. And maybe I shouldn't say positive crap, positive stuff, excuse me. Yesterday when I heard about this, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This is just in 2 days, John Legend and now Torre. It's like God is smiling like, Harvey, you must do a video on them. Excellent. We would do a video, God. I don't like liars. I don't like opportunists. I don't like users. I don't like people with self-hate issues. He talked about Michael Jackson. What kind of man want kids around? Anybody who paid attention to Michael Jackson know that dude didn't have much of a childhood. He talked about Michael Jackson's daddy. Yes, Joe Jackson was tired. He was an abuser. You grew up in a black family, Torre. You know how it is. You know that your father, if your father's around, he want his son, his daughters to not have to suffer or to fight the same fights that they had to fight. So the father had to be tough, but you went out there and you joined white people in the chorus. Yes, he's a tyrant. He just beat Michael. That's the reason why Michael the way he is. And by you as a black man helping push that narrative, that's all white people do when they report. Joe Jackson's the reason why Michael Jackson's the way he is. And now Michael Jackson fans or even his critics use y'all words to throw right back in our face. Just like when Chris Rock was saying, they're black people and they're niggas. White people throw it right back in our face. That's why they do black and black crime, because y'all have used the phrase black and black crime. It started with us. But you sitting there throwing shade at R. Kelly and Bill Cosby, Chris Brown, and Michael Jackson, and many others over the years, and you was out there predators women. He took great pleasure in Bill Cosby being sent to prison. I mean, he said with that Bill Cosby, he need to go away forever. If he dies in prison, so be it. That was Torre saying that shit. He wasn't the only one, but he was vocal. To my black brothers, whether you put up commentaries on YouTube or whatever social media sites you put on, if you leave comments, go in on them. Let me know how you feel about dude. We need to start dealing with black men. We talk about black women, but we got to deal with black men first. Because you enable those women and people outside the community to feel they can get at us like this. Because these guys have no loyalty to being a black man. We're fighting too many battles, brothers. We fighting these dudes who are pandering to another group of people or others so they can have food on their table. And I understand you want to survive, you want to thrive in your chosen field, but at the expense of other brothers. Now, if you got an actual bad guy, let it rip. If he's actually got caught doing something or saying something, let it rip. But to sit there and take pleasure in somebody else being accused of stuff that is easily provable. Anybody who had any common sense say, wait a minute, Bill Cosby, 1960s America, he wasn't the Cosby know today as far as money and fame. So how can he have gotten away with if he did these things? That Bill Cosby of the 1970s, I said Bill Cosby become mega rich to the Cosby Show. He was sitting there saying, in the black community, black people cannot separate Keith Huxtable from Bill Cosby. Some black people just don't know. And you basically talking down to black people. Black people like Torre, the worst of the worst. Or I should say black men like Torre is the worst of the worst.